in Australia.
Well, actually, good morning, Mexico. I'm in Mexico at the moment.
Oh, hola.
Yeah, and and, I,
Buenos
and I'm
dias.
buenos dias.
¿Cómo está?
Good.
Yeah, I'm good too. That's about it.
That is, unfortunately, I can count, but I can't do much more in Spanish.
Well, me too. I can order us dinner if you want to go have
Oh,
Mexican.
I couldn't think of eating ever again because I ate so much yesterday.
Did you?
Oh, we were taken out to this amazing seafood restaurant. And it was
Oh,
incredible.
I
And
bet. Where are you in Mexico?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. You're getting the fresh. Oh, yeah, you're getting good food. You're getting
Amazing.
different than what we have in Texas. In Texas, we have
Oh,
Tex-Mex. Okay.
it's insanely different. But
Yeah.
I'm so excited because we've got a famous person from Scranton here today.
We do, and some people
Scranton,
might think that
Pennsylvania.
it's because Scranton is on the map now. There was a
It
fellow
totally
that
is on the
put
map.
Scranton on the map, but
Yep.
I don't
Well,
think that's who we're talking to today.
I think this lady put Scranton on the map.
I think
Come
she
on
might
down,
have.
Amy.
Yes,
Hello,
there
There
we
she
go.
is.
Hi,
I love
Amy.
it. Go
hello.
Scranton. Yay.
How's the world look on the east side this morning?
It's glorious this morning. The sun is
Good.
shining and it's a wonderful day.
Same here in Texas. How about you
Yeah.
in
Well,
Mexico?
oh, beautiful. I'm just looking outside now. It's absolutely beautiful.
Well, that's good. Here we have three different time zones again,
Yeah, but much closer.
much closer, but it's beautiful all the way around.
Absolutely.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
No, it's a beautiful world.
Well, we want to get right into talking to Amy because I want to know about how she has been doing with iridology. So,
Yeah.
Amy, can you
How
tell us how
long?
long
Yeah. Sorry. Am I butting in again?
and I don't care. Somebody's going to ask her how long she's been doing iridology. We have
Oh,
to
you go
decide
ahead.
which one of us wants to do
You go ahead, Kathy.
that. Amy, how long have you been doing iridology?
Well, I began the study of iridology in 2018, and I initiated my practice at the end of 2019 and beginning of 2020. So 3 years.
Wow.
Good,
That,
good.
that's a hard time to start that.
It
Mhm.
was, but I remained hopeful and I was still doing studies for holistic health practitioner and then my board certification to become a traditional naturopath. So I stayed busy. Nothing really easy.
Fabulous.
Mhm.
I
That's
wasn't very
great.
affected.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And who did you study with?
I studied with Trinity School of Natural Health.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah.
I
Good.
continue to study with International Iridology Practitioner Association, and I received my board certification through the American Association of Natural Wellness Practitioners.
Awesome.
Great. And Amy, what inspired you to become an iridologist?
Oh, my own journey, my own personal struggles, just all the things that I've been through in my life, fertility issues, adrenal issues, not listening to my body,
Yeah.
just all the
A-
things.
And did you go to an iridologist yourself and you were inspired that
I
way, or?
I did. That is what jump started this whole process for me. My whole life I spent a lot of time in the corporate world, so I was always making waves and working for other people. And I sat down the one day and realized I can do this for myself. And when I started
Awesome.
my journey with my iridologist, there was a lot of eye-opening experiences and just more of a belief in the self and
Yeah,
what we ignore within ourselves and just constantly being able to work on the self-care and the self-love that we all need.
absolutely. I love that. I'm going to use that about the eye-opening experiences. I love that.
Oh, there's so many, right?
Love it.
You kill me. You just kill me. I laugh at you all the time. You just kill me. Um, are you going to ask her the next question?
Oh, well, I can. So, Amy, so out of all the eyes that you've seen, what is your favorite iris sign?
Well, in my practice, my favorite iris sign is whatever iris sign helps me to connect with my client. I'm just
That's
gonna be honest
great.
there. Yeah, it can be a multitude of signs. It can just be one sign, but when you see that light bulb turn on, that's another experience where those are the signs that are my favorite. So it's for me in my practice, it's dependent on my client. For me personally, I love the tulip lacuna. That's my favorite.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. And do you have a tulip lacuna?
I do not, but I have a few clients who do. And it really showcases the science behind iridology.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
I love
that's
that answer.
yeah.
Cool.
The tulip lacuna, it's one that we don't get to see so often, but when we do, we go, oh, that's a tulip lacuna.
Right?
And you get so excited about it. And I know that every time I've seen it, do you know that I've been doing this 27 years? And I would probably tell you that I have seen a tulip lacuna probably, I want to say, no more than 6 times.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
that
know
crazy?
but it's fascinating because it's that sign that it's indicative to the potential for nasal polyps. And I'm only on number 3 so far in my practice. Maybe it's just the clients that are gravitating towards me, but it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating. Again, it proves the study of iridology. It proves the science behind it.
Love it.
It does. Iridology, I think it just keeps proving itself with every new client.
Absolutely.
Every new client that we have is another moment for research, because that's what we're doing. We're researching, we're studying, we're teaching them about their eyes. We're learning because we've never seen them before, so we make that baseline connection. But I think that's fantastic that it proves itself over and over and over. So for
Yeah.
someone to just kind of come out of the blue, I know we've all seen those negative comments on social media where they say, "Oh, iridology is a bunch of hooey," and iridology, where they do all that. Iridology proves itself over and over and over with every person that I see. So I don't know what kind of people are saying that, if they're really dedicated to iridology or they're dedicated to something else, but iridology does. It just shows itself more and more and more.
Yes.
And Amy, I love your answer of connecting with people, because that's like a beautiful way
Mhm.
to be. Like I always try and find a little sign to tell them about, to connect closer to them. I love that.
Mhm.
What a good
That's
answer.
one of my main goals through my practice is to encourage my clients to see themselves. And I think it helps when you can sit there and allow them to fill out their forms while you're looking over their iris signs and everything, and you're able to state something. Well, I see here that you tend towards, or you have the potential for, and you see them turn around and be like, that is what I do. That is how I am. And you see the light go on. So
Love
that's
it.
what I strive for.
Right. I try to, when I first meet someone and we sit down and, like you said, they're filling out that paperwork, I will sometimes say, "Are you ready to share your story?" And they're going,
Yes.
"Huh?" And I said, "Well, it's written in your eye, so I'm just going to read it. I'm just going to read it back to you if that's okay." And they'll, oh, they identify with this, this, and this. So it's a beautiful story that's written on our eye, and it's just like the never ending story, because it keeps telling after
Yeah,
chapter after chapter after chapter. So
absolutely.
when you explain it to people that way, that I'm going to be reading your story and we're going to go back a few chapters, we're going to take a look at the back few chapters, we're going to catch up to where we are now, and I might be reading a few chapters ahead of time if you know we all stay on a good plan here, a good protocol. So
Yeah.
It's nice to see your client open up to you as well.
yeah.
After you say, I'm here to tell your story, and you begin on their story or their journey. It's nice to see that, especially when you can get into the personality signs. And while some personalities may be very specific, you may have a few who tend towards a stream and a jewel, or they may, depending on the situation, go from one to the other. And when you're able to explain that to them, they look at themselves. They pay more attention to themselves and the things that they can handle and the things that they could take in or the things that they can't handle.
Right.
There's so many things, so many.
Yeah.
And it's
Awesome.
that's what I love most about iridology is the connection.
Mhm.
It's not just the connection to your client, it's a connection to ourselves as well, the practitioner,
Mhm.
because we're sitting there and you gain your confidence through that. Again, I've been doing this for 3 years, and it's not just about my client for me at this point in my journey. It's about me believing in myself and building myself and listening. You know, there's a lot involved on both
Love it.
ends.
Well,
Yeah.
I wish you many, many more decades of success,
Thank you.
because your attitude is in the right spot. Your head's on. Your head's on.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Thank you.
And there's a saying that there's an 80-20 rule where there's a saying that 80% of what we do is mindset and 20% is what we do. So if we can help that 80% in connecting with their client and their mindset, if they feel better when they just leave our clinic, then we're halfway there.
Yep. And that's, again, that's the biggest message I try to send home with my clients. Work on the things that people can't take away from you. Like you said, Christos, your mindset, your character, your acceptance, your transparency, your personality,
Love it.
your entire being.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Keep working.
Oh, you're so inspiring. I love it.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
Game time, Kathy.
Oh, I could talk about this all day. Yes, it is. It is game time. You know, sometimes I do talk about iridology all day. But it is
Sometimes
game
you
time.
can't shut her up.
I'm sorry.
Nothing?
He said he loves hearing everything you have to say.
Well, I'm gonna talk his head off. We've come to that place where we play a little game, and if you'll pick a number between 1 and 36,
Okay.
it's in the morning. I'll be happy to pick you a question.
11.
11. Let me see what 11 says. All right. Got it. Oh boy. Oh, this is good. This is good. Where do you see yourself making a difference in iridology? Ooh, this is good. Where do you see yourself making a difference in iridology in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, the course that I'm set out on now is I'm studying the emotion code. So one of the big things that I had to come to terms with myself when I started my practice was don't make it about me. Pay attention to what is coming to me or what's gravitationally being pulled towards me. A big thing for me to understand was my demographic of my area and the needs, and all of us, just 3 different time zones right here. I'm sure we're all ticking on different subjects and different topics that people require a little bit more assistance for based on the demographics of where we live. And I see one of the biggest differences that I'm making now is through the emotion code and iridology together. Mm-hmm. So I see myself practicing more towards that. I am starting to, I've accomplished enough clients where I'm starting to see a target. I have a few families who come to see me. So hopefully I'll be able to publish a study within the next 3 to 5 years.
Wow.
I'm fascinated. Yay. I'm fascinated with families. Mm-hmm. What a beautiful practice for the science of iridology. You get to see how it all works. Yeah. Mother, father, daughter, son. So that's what I'm hopeful for. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. My first talk at IPA back in 2011 was on multi-generational iridology, where you look at different generations, and I love that.
It's fascinating.
I look forward to your study.
It's fascinating because while there are similarities, between the families, there are also differences, but not just within those differences. There are between the mother and the daughter, they may have a similarity, but they handle things differently. Yeah. So you're also helping them to understand each other, find a little bit more acceptance.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. How about you, Kathy?
Well, it's funny that Amy just said that because I'm teaching right now on that very thing. I put together a class called Getting to Know You, and it's about iridology and relationships. And so this class is about, of course, iridology, the behaviors that we see in the eyes. It's about the personalities. It's about birth order, but it's finally the last class I'll be teaching on this is about genograms and identifying those patterns that we see within the family. So it is Dr. Daniele Laurito talks about genograms and multifunctional iridology. And he talks about how important it is to have that. Basically, all it is a family tree, but you're color coding it. And there's these little symbols that link people to people to people to people. So a mother to a daughter, or a father to a son, or a father to a grandfather, in the way they related to each other. So maybe they loved each other. Maybe they did not like each other. Maybe there was a lot of discord there, or there could be, a little bit of a break in marriage where there was a divorce, and there were several other marriages that also brought in children. So you're identifying some patterns, and you're also identifying health patterns. So if there was cancer, or if there was a heart issues, or high blood pressure, or diabetes, you can track those through that genogram.
That's fascinating.
It's awesome. Let me tell you, it will help elevate you to the next level as an iridologist when you start working with your families like that. But I just wanted to interject that because I mean you just ripped the band-aid off what I'm doing right now. So that's good. But in the next 3 to 5 years, I would like to see myself teaching more on that very topic, but I'm hoping to um, unleash something new that I've been working with for a little over a year and a half now, that is taken me to a new level, and it's caused me to design my own iridology chart with some findings, which I've not ever done before. But I've been doing a lot of it's not experimental. It's right there in the eye. It's plain as day for you to see. I've just been tracing it better. So I hope to kind of bring that out in the next 3 to 5 years. I'm quiet about
Well, I can't wait to see that.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
me
That's
too.
exciting.
I'm
Congratulations.
I'm I'm hoping somebody on the IPA board might let me speak at symposium next year.
Well,
Hmm.
you never know. If you're nice to people, you never know.
No, I'm nice all the time. Come on, Chris.
Yes.
You make me a nice dinner and I'll consider it.
Okay. Where do
We
you
do
see
our best.
yourself, Chris, in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, I think it's all about teaching. I really love teaching, and I want to teach in lots of different places. In August, I'll be teaching in China, and that's like a new place where, I mean, obviously they've been doing iridology in Mandarin, but we're going to be getting to new areas. We're going to go to Nanjing. Olive Lin from Malaysia and I will be doing it together. And writing books. Like almost finishing a book called People with Eyes Like These, or People with Eyes Like Yours, and which is like a little coffee table book about, for people that just learning about iridology, not necessarily studying, just learning about their own eyes, and it's going to incorporate rayed and behavioral and lots of things like that. So yeah, lots of little things in the pipelines, but basically I think it's all about teaching, and yeah, I think it's also time that I'm keep working on the textbook that I'm writing.
Awesome. Love it.
That is
Yeah.
great. I'll be excited to
Mhm.
see that book as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll have it ready before I go. I'm speaking in Paris in July, so I'm hoping to have it all ready by then.
Yeah. You just made me think of Heal Your Body by Louise Hay, and
Yeah.
how it's basically like a pocketbook, and you're saying a coffee table book or things like that. And that's something that's not around, that's definitely necessary
Yeah,
in the field of
definitely.
iridology, because it would be
Yeah.
nice for somebody to open up that book in their home and say, oh, that's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
I just want to connect with more families and more people.
Yep.
you and I
Mm.
need to talk about Paris in July.
Okay.
You might need somebody to carry your briefcase.
Oh, maybe. Help me
I
help
fit
me eat
into
some
most
croissants.
carry-ons.
Love
I
it.
don't, but I can carry a briefcase. Oh, awesome. Oh, well, Amy, you just started this Friday morning out just explosive almost. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. I love seeing you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
thank you so
great.
much.
We enjoy meeting iridologists all over the world, and I know that the people that watch our little show, they love it too. So
Yeah. And
I
you've
watch
just
it
put
all the time.
and you've just put Scranton on the Iridology map. I love it.
you know,
Absolutely.
I want to talk to you again when you see the eyes of Scranton's famous son.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that'll be
I,
interesting.
I do. I want to talk about that.
I'll zero in on that.
Yeah, work on him, will you?
Okay.
That'd be some
I was lo-
fascinating eyes, wouldn't it? Well, Amy, we're going to go. We're going to let you get on with
All
your
right.
day. And thank you for stopping by and chatting with us. And we've loved it.
Thank you
It's
for
been such a
having
pleasure, Amy.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
very
having
much.
me. I appreciate you both.
We'll see you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.